Guys, this is part 2 to the Takoda Collins story. Warning, viewer discretion is advised. On December 13, 2019, Takoda's life would end when McLean's severe beatings, water torture, and brutal rape were finally too much for the 10-year-old's body to withstand. McLean was unable to revive the child for another round of torture, so he called 911. During the call, rather than focusing on the conditions of his son, McLean spent most of the call lamenting about what terrible child Takoda was and how difficult he was to parent. At one point, McLean, instructed to give CPR, can be heard retching, then complains it smells like rotten inside his stomach. Upon arrival, paramedics found McLean waiting at the door. The child, Takoda's battered and bruised from head to toe, was lying alone, unresponsive, on the floor of the living room. Dayton Police Officer Evans also responded as paramedics tended to Takoda. To allow the paramedics to work without distractions, Officer Evans engaged McLean in conversation on the porch, during which McLean continued his rant about his uncivilized, uncontrollable child. His complaints to Officer Evans were repeated in a formal interview, included claims that the child ate his own feces on a regular. McLean tried to explain away all the bruising on Takoda's self-inflicted dramatic of uncontrollable child putting on a show. Although paramedics focused on the attempts to resuscitate Takoda, all the evidence of abuse was clearly present all over Takoda's body. At one point, paramedics indicated Takoda had passed. McLean's response to the news of the death of his child was, "All right, I tried to get you here as fast as I could." Even still, medics tried to revive Takoda, including transporting him by ambulance. Resuscitation was impossible, and Takoda, age 10, was pronounced deceased in the emergency department of Children's Hospital. Once at Children's Hospital, Dr. Liker, an expert in pediatrics specializing in abuse, had the opportunity to internally examine the deceased Takoda. Takoda was battered from head to toe. Dr. Liker noted hundreds of lacerations and abrasions to Takoda's head, face, mouth, neck, chest, abdomen, back, buttocks, arms, hands, legs, and feet. She noted extensive bruising from his entire body, including his scalp, face, inside of his mouth, neck, chest, abdomen, buttocks, arms, legs, and feet. Pattered abrasions were noted on his chest, abdomen, buttocks, and posterior legs. Older scars, pattern and non-pattern, were seen on his torso and his extremities. Injuries, lacerations, and bruising were also visible externally in the anal area. To Dr. Liker's expert eye, the extent and nature of these injuries were not consistent with an accident or self-infliction. They were a result of a severe physical abuse or torture on numerous occasions over a period of time. All right, guys, follow me for part 3 of the Takoda Collins story.